So years go by, and people in the industry like myself had always, even before the trial, we had heard all the rumors and everything else like that, and then we heard more rumors afterwards. But things were relatively smooth for R. Kelly until the docuseries came out,
Right.
which you were actually in yourself.
Yes.
Were you at the initial screening when the gun threat came in?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Was that actually scary for you, or was it kind of like, okay, this is just some R. Kelly bullshit once again?
Um, we were kind of surprised at the length we felt like someone associated with him went to. But I can't say I was really scared, honestly.
Okay. And he tried to stop the docuseries from coming out.
Yeah, that's pretty much all it was.
Right. But it didn't stop it at all.
Oh no.
And it comes out,
Right.
and it's like the biggest thing of 2019.
Right. Yeah, Lifetime was ready for him. They weren't going to stop.
So this thing comes out, and it's huge. And, he's obviously denying everything and so forth. And everyone's, seeing what's going to happen. And suddenly all these new charges came up. I think it was 10 new charges.
Yes.
Okay. And then, before then, Sony ended up dropping him. And, I'm sure a lot of shows got canceled and so forth. But, that's all small change compared to 10 new sexual assault charges.
Right.
When you heard about these 10 new charges, what'd you think?
Once again, I wasn't surprised because I know, his background. I know, that he likes young girls. I know that he likes to tape everything and record. And I know these things. So, at some point, something's going to get out or misplaced or someone's going to talk.
Okay. And along with these charges, there's 2 or 3 new tapes that have surfaced.
Yeah.
When these charges came down, were you asked to cooperate at all?
I really can't talk on that right now.
Okay.
No.
Because it's still an open case.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Got it. I'll take that as a strong maybe. R. Kelly gets arrested. When you saw the footage of him going to the courtroom and the mugshots and everything else like that, how did you personally feel?
Well, I just felt like he needs to get all his affairs in order for a long stay.
Well, I guess that his financial situation was so bad that he couldn't even make bail himself.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, I would imagine, how many payouts has he done over the years? Goodness.
Yeah.
Have you seen Cook County's records of all the payouts?
Yeah.
Extensive.
Yeah, it's quite a bit.
Right. And those are just the ones we know of in the court with the courts. So.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. And it's to the point where he couldn't come up with $100,000 himself. And I guess a suburban woman in Chicago actually put the money up.
Yeah. Something else, right? It ends up being a woman helping him out.
Well, there was actually a GoFundMe page. Like his female fans were starting a GoFundMe page to try to bail him out. But I guess it got shut down.
That's crazy. GoFundMe said, no, ma'am.
It's pretty crazy. So now he's actually out on bail and awaiting his trial.
Yes.
And your prediction when he actually goes back to trial is what?
Like I said, he better get ready, get his affairs in order for a long stay. I definitely feel like they have a strong case this time. I just, him saying it's not him, I don't see that being enough by far.
Well, you yourself are putting out a book.
Yes.
Is the book out yet or no?
Yeah, you can actually go ahead and pre-order it. It's on IamLisaVanAllen.com. That's my website. But yeah, It's called Surviving the Pied Piper.
Okay, why that name?
It's multiple reasons. One, for obvious reasons, he calls himself the Pied Piper. He likes underage girls. A lot of people don't put that together. The thing of him calling himself the Pied Piper and it actually meaning, the Pied Piper took children away from their families. So, I thought that was pretty fitting to what went on, you know, with the underage girls or the young girls.
Well, when you met him, you were 17.
Yes.
And even though that was technically legal
Hmm. I was
in
still a
that
child.
state, you were still a child.
Yes.
But you continued a relationship with him as you got older. You're
Yes.
18, 19, 20. Like, what was the oldest age you were while still dealing with him?
Actually, that 2007, like right before the trial, right before I dealt with him about the tape, we
So
had
you were how old at the time?
26, 27, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
An adult
Right.
with your own child at
Yep.
that point. You're a mother.
Hmm.
When you look back on it, how much responsibility do you put on yourself and say, yes, he did, here are some things that he did wrong, but here are some of the things that I willingly participated with and I
Right.
have to take responsibility for myself.
I mean, I take responsibility in all the things I participated in, other than the incident where he did not disclose her actual age. And he didn't allow me to make my own decision on whether I wanted to have sex with a 14-year-old. That was not what I consider as my fault. Because if I didn't know, how do I know that she's 14 if he tells me she's 16? And she didn't say anything other than that. So, that would probably be the only sexual situation that I would blame him for.
Right. Because, in terms of the pedophilia stuff,
Right.
I'm 100% against that. And everything he's convicted for in terms of that, I feel
Right.
that he should be put in jail for the maximum amount of time. Um, in terms of women who got involved with him, especially, you were rather young, but there was women in the documentary who were in their 20s and 30s and stuff like that. Do you feel sorry for those women, or do you feel like, well, they're adults, they already heard about R. Kelly's reputation
Right.
already, so it's really on them?
Personally, I feel sorry for anyone that was abused. So if he did abuse them, then I do feel sorry for them in that way because I mean, you can be manipulated. I mean, he's really good at manipulating you and making you do what he wants you to do and talking you into situations. So, I can honestly say I do feel sorry for even a grown woman if she was abused.